Okay, guys, we're ready for a show without Jam. And what that means for you is that you have me and Froggy figuring out the tech stuff. We know it's going to be a wild ride and we appreciate your patience. I'm Emma.
And I'm Froggy. Welcome to Treasure Hunt with us.
That was so close. You're supposed to be like, and we are treasure hunt with us. So I
And
know if you
we could do a retake.
just do it right now. I'm so ready to watch.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
And we are Treasure Hunt with us.
It was fantastic, but are you Froggy or are you one of your personas?
Uh well, I'm actually Sal is who I am today.
Listen, I love a good reptilian reference, if you will. We have so much to go through today. I'm kind of letting people jump on. You may hear that we have a bit of a special guest jumping on a little bit to discuss the Seeker Summit. He'll be here in a few. We're going to talk about some other stuff in advance of that because there's a lot going on, boys and girls. Actually, let's start by talking a little bit about the con and our birthday party. Is that okay, Froggy?
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Is that okay, Sal? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you by the wrong
That's
name of
that's
your
perfectly
friend.
fine, Emma.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at Free Scott is already out there. Scott's been freed, still wants to be free all the time. Okay. So I'm sure many of you are going to the con. There's been a lot of changes. So if you're going to the con, make sure you jump on Calazar's to see what's happening there. My understanding is that the big adjustment is that the poker tournament was originally Friday evening and now it's Friday at 2. So for me, I had to change. I was working on Friday. I have to change and do like a half day of work because, I just want to win. I just want to win. Sal, I heard that Froggy is probably attending the poker tournament as well. Is that still accurate?
Yes, Froggy will be attending, and he does not have a bounty, so do not try to take him out.
I'm gonna try to take Froggy out. It's what I live for. I must ask you a question, Sal. I love it. I love it. I love it, Kelly. Okay, so I'm really excited. But again, you want to make sure that you look and see some of the details. The cons had some changes. Also, for those of you who are coming to our birthday party Wednesday night, the Gold Spike, 7 to 10. You can obviously go later, but that's when if you need the info on the con, here is a screenshot. Thank you, Kuma. I'm so sorry. I am not cool with tech. I try. It doesn't work. I think I'm allergic. I think I might be allergic to a little bit of it. But that said, I'm so excited for the con. I'm so excited for everybody who's going. I cannot wait to meet everybody. I know that Sal can tell you how excited Froggy is to meet everybody. It's going to be a lot. We're going to have a great time. Remember that the birthday party on Wednesday night is open to everybody. There is Eventbrite. There's an Eventbrite to go ahead and sign up and tell us you're coming so that we can let Gold Spike know. The main reason, obviously, there's no cost for that. The main reason, sorry, my phone is ringing. I usually have the sound off. I don't even know that that was mine at first. The main reason that thank you so much, Kulma. I appreciate you. I wish I was better at what you're trying to do right there. I'm failing. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyway, Eventbrite for the tickets for the thing, just so we can let them know so we have enough bartenders. Because apparently, treasure hunters, they drink some drinks. I didn't know that myself, but I've learned this about treasure hunters recently. Okay, so there's that. That's really about what's going on. For those of you super excited to meet all of you. Okay. Huge news. One Clue Short did a Chad Bird interview. Have you heard about this, Froggy?
Go, go.
Oh, yeah. So One Clue Short, Eric I don't know if it was him and his wife, or if it was just Eric, but they did, and I'm going to watch it this weekend. I literally worked up till about 40 minutes before we started the show. So One Clue Short did a Chad Bird interview. I hear it's fantastic. Super excited. It should be available on their channel right now. Normally we would drop a link. I don't know how to drop links. Huli will be here soon, and she's a link dropping master of all links. She's known for her linkery. And so she should be here soon and be able to drop that link. And I'm so sorry for your background noise. I am in San Antonio for my kid's wedding, and my family is
What's the name of the place you're staying at?
the Bonner Mansion. Really, Sal? Really? Yeah. And by the way, oh, there's Huli. Thank God, Huli. We're talking about One Clue Short dropping their Chad Bird interview. And it's huge. But you know what else is huge? Tomorrow, Thursday, One Clue Short is giving away a 3D bronze, or doing a contest giveaway for a 3D bronze lion's share box. They went on eBay. They won the box. It was not inexpensive. It was several $100s, just under $1,000. And Holy moly, that's pretty huge. Hold on, I need to get my drink. Apparently, I'm choking on my own tongue. Okay, I'm gonna be better now, people. I'm so sorry. I'm out of sorts because I'm not in my own environment. So there's that. So yeah, so don't forget, you're gonna want to jump on. You want to see all the things so you know how to sign up for the 3D bronze contest for all of that. Oh yeah, I mean, gotta be here. I mean, you guys matter too, right? Okay. Anyway, okay. So super excited. Jump on to One Clue Short. If you're not subscribed to One Clue Short, especially if you're a JCB hunter, you are missing opportunities there. They put out tremendous, some of the best content for JCB that's out there, in my opinion. In fact, I was working on something and I had to use some of their videos for some of the things I was working on. And so I was super, super excited about that. So
It is great work, great analysis, great breakdowns.
oh my gosh, Jam is in the comments. Jam, I'm so sorry that I'm ruining this. I'm trying so hard. Froggy is saving us. Okay, so there's that. Okay, speaking of JCB, if you haven't heard, JCB is doing a book signing at the con. Now it's not at the con, but it's at the con. It's at Barnes and Noble's on Sunday from 11 to 1, I believe. Does that sound right to you, Froggy?
On Rainbow, and he has John has a great TikTok out with all his information. If you are on TikTok, if you follow him, I do recommend if you're on there, you follow him, especially if you're into that treasure hunt. But he has some great information. He talks a little bit about his excitement of it and gives some more details. But it's I think it's on Rainbow. I think that Barnes and Noble's there.
Nobles, but he's going to be there. There's also an email. They're looking for you to confirm if you believe you're going to come for a book signing. Unfortunately, I know I can't stay on that Sunday. I looked to see how much it was to adjust my ticket. $1,300, Sal. $1,300 to change my ticket.
That is
come home later in the afternoon.
That's a lot of scratch.
I have to tell you, I'm just like, gotta do what you gotta do. Oh well, $1,300. But I'm like, $1,300 is a lot of money to go home 6 hours later. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just. Rob Zeal was kind enough to offer to grab a couple books for us signed so we can give them away, and he's going to save the day. Rob is my day saver, and that's how we're going to get through it. That's the only real option. Imagine what I could buy and give away with $1,300. There's a lot of things.
Your brother makes a great point there that the books, and John does announce this in the TikTok, they are half off. Books, they've agreed to sell them half off.
So yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah. Listen, maybe we need more. We need many of them. And I'm like, poor Rob Zill's gonna be like, hey, John, can you sign this stack of books for Emma and Jam? Yeah, they can't be here because they're jerks. Sorry, John, we're jerks sometimes. We would love to. Bet your buns, Tommy, I'm gonna win that poker tournament. Although I have to tell you, I was telling Barry Johnson, so he was telling me unfortunately that he's not going to make it to the con today, and he's like, win the treasure or win the poker tournament for me. And I'm like, I'll try to, but I say that, and you know, I'm gonna get donkeyed out by a 7-2 offsuit. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. But there's that. So okay, so we're waiting for our friend and our special guest to jump on. He should be here any moment now. But we have a special guest, somebody you've heard of before. I mean, you know, maybe, hold on, let's see. Oh, I just realized that I got a text also from Eric from One Clue Short saying, hey, don't forget that I'm giving away the 3D bronze. I would never forget, friend. I would never forget. Mostly I try not to forget things. I do forget things. And without Jam here to keep us on track.
There is a lot going on.
I will, while we're waiting for our friend to pop up, I'm loving the response to Toby being back. I know he dropped another video tonight because Huli was kind. Hold on one second. It's in your email. Sorry. Do you want? Sorry, I talk to my cell phone when I text. Now you know if you ever text me, that's what happens. I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Hopefully you're not texting your secret location because then you'll be saying it out loud.
Listen, there's Barry Johnson. There you go. Yeah, I told him today I was so sad to find out he's not going to be at the con. He will be at Seeker Summit, which we're going to talk about soon. Oh, there's so much to talk about. Okay, hold on. My phone is recording everything I'm saying. It's out of control. It's out of control. I am literally there we go. Okay, guys. This person doesn't really need any introduction. You might have heard of him before. Let me just introduce you back to Justin Posey, boys and girls. Yay. Hi, how are you?
Hey guys, how you doing?
You know, we're failing without Jam.
Failing upward, I hope.
Yeah, listen, we try our very best to fail. We fail in all directions. We don't discriminate on the direction you're going to fail here. But we're so grateful that you're here for us today to talk about Seeker Summit. I was able to send Huli the Eventbrite link today. So boys and girls, we have signed the location. It is at the Tucson Expo Center. We already all know the dates, the 27th and the 28th. The 27th from 7 to 10 is going to be our reception for a book you might have heard of called Beyond the Maps Edge's Birthday, and a little show you may have watched called Golden Greed. I don't know. Sal, have you seen that show?
I've seen that show about 5 or 6 times. It's great, puts me nice to sleep, gets me in the mood to knock out.
Is that a compliment? I don't know that that's a compliment, Sal. But we're gonna on that Friday night, we're gonna go ahead and celebrate the launch of Golden Greed and the launch of Beyond the Maps Edge, and then we're all gonna come together in a collaborative movement and give us a conference for hunters by hunters. And Justin, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about it. I would love to hear what you have to say about Secret Summit.
Boy, what is there to say? Well, I think we have quite the lineup. There's going to be a number of people that'll be there that should be familiar names. Lou and Sherry from the series. Of course, Cynthia will be there. I actually just talked to Jared a little bit earlier, the director, and he'll be there as well. He offered to be on a panel. I think we'll have a couple different panels around safety and just other aspects of treasure hunting in general. Given that this is I guess what I'd call, a non-denominational treasure hunt creator event.
I love that it's non-denominational.
Actually, what we looked at is if we could get some more money in, so that we could have the best event that it could be. And so we are talking to a few different companies in terms of potential sponsorships as well. And the main function of that, again, is to just make the event all it can be. Just to kind of put it out there, historically, I've been pretty reticent to have any sort of corporate tentacles or implications for my treasure hunt in particular. And I'm by no means compromising on that front. This is more just around the venue and making sure that everybody has a good experience. Let's see what else. We will have a live treasure hunt on site. Depending on how everything lines up, I think that'll probably land between $10,000 and $20,000 for the winner. And that will be on the 28th. Again, this is at if I mentioned it earlier, the Tucson Expo Center in Tucson, Arizona. What am I forgetting?
There might be a little thing called a Q&A. What?
Oh, yeah.
And we can't forget Chad Bird.
Of course, yeah. So again, whoever would like to come in terms of treasure hunt creators, the more the merrier. I'm elated to hear that Chad Bird is coming. I'm glad that he'll be there, and it sounds like he'll be doing his own session as well.
Right.
Of course, we have an invite out to JCB2. I think that's open at this point. If he would like to attend, we would love to have him. And so Q&A also. And I think the way that we're going to set that up is that people will be able to submit questions on site and also vote on questions. And I think the top voted questions will be candidates for the Q&A. I do suppose I always reserve the veto power, but generally speaking, that's how it's going to work.
Are you saying you would punt? Is that what you're trying to imply?
There's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. And I know a lot of people have asked about merchandise, and
I was about to say your shirt's catching quite the attention in the room right now.
Yes. I've been very reticent to do that because, again, I just don't want there to even be the hint of an impression of some sort of a money-making scheme or something. And so the best that I can muster here is, yes, there will be some merchandise. All the revenue that is realized from that will go right back into the Bitcoin wallet. So it's just a simple solution there.
So what I'm hearing is when I find the treasure, all the shirts that all these people are going to buy, I have the potential to realize those funds in the Bitcoin wallet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Probably what, $100 or something,
I'm guessing it's at least 100, maybe 110, 110 if we get crazy. I buy every shirt. Do I wear it twice? Rarely, but I buy them all. But the shirt you're wearing right now, that's a great shirt. And it's just, is it one example or do you have multiple examples of shirts you're going to wear or not wear? You could wear them all if you like, but that you're going to sell. Are you just going to do one or two?
I've worked at the company. I come up with, I think it's 4 or 5 designs. And so there'll be at least 4 options in various sizes. And I'll kind of leave the surprise in terms of the options when the time comes, but they'll be there for you.
I love it. I love it. Froggy, it looks like you have a question. I don't want to talk over you. Go ahead.
Mr. Justin, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I must ask you a question. Is there any way you could tell us what the words are on that little crest there?
This one says treasure hunter, and it says beyond the map's edge. And I think there's something going on in the back there too.
A little something, just a little. Maybe we've seen that before somewhere.
Little something.
That's awesome. So that's an example, guys. And if you're so Hoolie's gone ahead and put the Eventbrite. Now there's something we haven't discussed, and we're going to discuss it because I think it's we talked about the treasure hunt and how we're doing a live treasure. Oh my gosh, Kelly, this is not the kind of show for that. Thank you so much, sweetheart. We'll find a way to give that away at a later date. Okay. So we talked about the treasure hunt, and Justin has alluded to the fact that the intent is that the live hunt will come in somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000. It's really going to depend on sponsorship. As we continue to grow this, we're going to continue to update information. But the one thing we're also trying to do is bring Guinness Book of World Records there so that we can get on the map and hold a record for having the largest live treasure hunting game, is what they call it. So that comes in just over 1,300 people, and we're trying to get anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 people. We've actually prepared for at least 2,000 people, wouldn't you say, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, I think the venue could comfortably hold upwards of 4,000 people. Now, that's not to say we'll end up with that sort of number. Sometimes
we do big stuff, though.
But
we've been in the realm of 1,600 people before, within 20 feet of each other.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, stranger things have happened. I look forward to everybody that's that can attend. I'm trying to be conservative in terms of the count. But yeah, so the Guinness Book of World Record, I think. I think the previous record was set in Greece, and I want to say it was around like 1,400, 1,400.
It's like 1,369, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So I think we stand an excellent chance of beating that record. So we will have a Guinness Book of World Records adjudicator on site to, make it official. So if you'd like to be a part of that experience, please come.
Well, and some other things to note, guys, is we're going to have a safety session. We've discussed many things to talk about. So we're going to talk about cold weather. We're going to talk about warm weather, like the desert. We're going to talk about what do you do if a bear attacks or a mountain lion, or, how do you deal with dehydration? So each session is going to be broken out, and I don't want to give away too much of that information. I'd hate to steal someone's thunder. But I know that Froggy's going to do a session on people who are content creators, the number of people who've come to us and said, hey, we'd like to do what you do. I know that Jam and I and Froggy and even Jenny, who's also one of our collaborative content creating people, all of us have gotten together, and we really encourage people to create anything that they want and get out there and start a show, start a blog, if that's still a thing. Whatever your niche is, get in there. We want you to do it. That's a thing. Is that still a thing? Blogging is a thing? I don't know. You don't ever want to see me write.
It is in my book.
Well, that said, Froggy's going to talk to a bunch of people there, and Jenny's going to talk to a bunch of creators of different hunts that are going on. We're working to try to get the people from Vale in there. We're talking to Michael from Lady Liberty. We're talking to so many people, and as we get closer, we'll find the details. Like Justin said, we're talking about a panel of gold and green. Tell me you wouldn't want to ask questions to the people. I mean, I have a million questions for everybody. I have a million, but I'd love to pick Jared's brain. They're only going to let me ask one or two, maybe, probably just one. But that's the whole point, guys. When are you going to have an opportunity to have the gold and green cast and producers there? That's huge. Now, that said, don't think that that's going to be another opportunity to start asking Justin questions unless they're related to maybe gold and green. Are you going to sit on that panel, Justin?
I feel like Justin's thinking of something right there.
I'm having an internal debate right now.
Do it.
Not the bad influence. I just want to throw that out there. Not me.
There is what I describe as a large undertaking or a large project underway, and if things go right, I think it'll be the right venue to make that announcement. I'm a little hesitant to commit fully to it, just kind of based on timelines. But I'm hopeful. We'll say that. And I also
a thirst trapper.
Oh yeah, that's the word.
Thirst trapper.
Oh, wait. So, Chad, thank you so much. He says, so it's noted in history, huge announcement for the coming TQ World will be made at the Secret Summit. Come hear it live. And then Kelly says, do it, Justin.
Well, what I will say is, in addition to that, you mentioned a few safety panels or safety discussions. I think I've all but roped my stepfather Gary, who is actually an outdoor expert, more on the Southwest and kind of the desert region. So I felt like it was important to have people that represent expertise both in kind of the northern states and the southern states to kind of round it out for searchers, and kind of depending on where you're searching. I mean, if you're coming down to Arizona, maybe it's an extension of a treasure hunting trip, for instance. So, if you haven't spent a lot of time in the Southwest, it might be a good session to attend and maybe get more familiar with the outdoors down there.
I love that. Well, and you have to think about this too, especially for those of you who are looking in that region. And I say that like I'll never look there, only because I'm stuck in another region. Froggy, don't you dare give me that face right now. I'm not going to debate that with you here. Anyway, but it's really important that no matter where you're hunting with safety and security in mind at all times. Oh, 3D Bronze, I'm so sorry. I don't know what this said. And then I realized I read something wrong. I think you're going to need an awesome custom treasure chest, Brandon, for the treasure hunt at the event. If only we knew someone capable. If only we knew someone capable. For 3D Bronze, I will have to reach out to you. I've got some ideas. And I also just realized what Chad said what Chad was saying is that Treasure.Quest is going to have a huge announcement at the Secret Summit too.
That's great.
Isn't that huge? The reality is there's so much going on at this event. Treasure hunting communication and conference for hunters by hunters. You got to be there. So if you're even thinking about it, put it together. I know we've been talking about these dates. The dates haven't changed. Have we changed the location? Maybe we're flexible, but now we're set in stone. Tucson Expo Center, the 27th and 28th of March. We're setting granite. There's not double arches, though, I don't think, to my knowledge. But if there are, oh my gosh, who knew? Okay, so let's talk about the rest of this. People have asked me, are there going to be room blocks? Yes, all that information is coming. Somebody else asked me, what are the costs of the tickets? The tickets are not expensive. It's $25. Remember, our goal is not to make money off of you. Anything that's not used to make this event even better is only going to just go, of the $25 will just go back to some form of charity or like something else we're going to give away. This whole thing is going to be so fantastic. And it's such an opportunity for all of us to get together, really talk about what's going on, hear about what's going on. And then, there's a little rumor that Justin leaked last year that he may eliminate a state in the spring. I don't know. Maybe you could be encouraged. Maybe.
It could happen.
It could. Listen,
it's probable that it will happen. Yeah.
My children always said, when I said maybe, it meant yes. So boys and girls, if you're here and you're hearing it like I am, maybe sounds good to me. Okay, so what other things do we think? Can you think of, Newt? Anything? Oh no, I'm sorry, you're not Newt. Sal.
Let's see. We covered the where, we covered the when, we covered the why. To be a part of history. If you're in any part of these hunts, whether it's Justin's, whether it's Chad's, whether it's possibly JCB, there's big announcements for all of them. So you're going to want to be there.
Right.
When, where, why, what?
You're not eligible, Jim. When, where, why, but okay. So Chad threw this out there again. Chad, you guys do not need to keep giving us money. The number one question is it in a cave? Is that for your hunt, Chad? Because I think that's addressed another hunt. So if that's about yours, and if you're going to address that, I think you've already addressed that for everybody. That said, there's a lot going on, guys. And we just, we're going to keep updating as we go. We did put the Eventbrite up. It's not as pretty as I'd like, but I might have worked a couple hours today. So I will continue to refine all of it to make sure it looks as beautiful as possible. But the most important thing is that the really big details are there. Mm-hmm. To Froggy's point, the where, the what, and the when. And as we have more details coming down the line, we'll make sure that we're providing those details.
So make sure you're subscribed to Treasure Hunt with us so you can get that late breaking news. And watch, Justin's website, right? Treasure.Quest, so you can see the important announcements coming up there.
Fantastic. Well, Justin, we're so grateful that you stopped in for us tonight, Justin. I know that people are probably itching to ask you questions, so I'm going to let you run and hide so that questions aren't asked. So people will hold on to the great questions when we're ready for questions to be asked.
Yeah, and just to be clear, the Q&A live stream it will be live streamed, so nobody will be at a disadvantage in that regard. And I'm sure, I think in Toby's show earlier this evening, he mentioned there's a good chance that he'll be there as well. And so he'll be one of the
Nice.
live streamers.
That'll be fantastic.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I love Toby. We were actually just about to start talking about how it's so nice to have Toby back and how his content is just so different than so much of the other content that you're seeing out there right now.
It is, yeah. So I think
There's
we'll have
a-
a good mix. Yeah.
I think so too. And then of course there's the hot dog eating competition that has so many people going crazy.
I thought
I'm
that's
just-
what you meant my panel was going to be. My panel was going to be on how to ingest large amounts of
It isn't?
semi meat, depending on what it's classified as.
My understanding is the assumption is you're not going to get very many hot dogs down. So I would never force you to talk
You're letting
about
Jam
that.
sway you. You're letting Jam. You need to look at the facts objectively.
I heard you
Facts
only had like 5
I'm gonna beat
donuts,
Jam.
and that Justin, didn't you used to eat like a dozen donuts for like in the middle of the day at school at one point?
You know, when I was young and more rail thin than I am now, I had this grand vision of gaining weight, and somebody told me that if I drank a gallon of whole milk a day, that I'd put on weight. And so I did that for just shy of about 2 months, and it had no impact. And so I just kept adding on. So in addition to the whole milk, at some point it was absurd. I was downing a dozen donuts a day and a dozen croissants.
Oh my gosh.
And croissants.
That's
And at
so
some
much
point I just gave
calories.
up. I'm like, you know what? Like, weight
Some
gain is
people are meant to be not large. Just so you know. There you go.
Actually, well, after hearing that, I'm glad Justin's not in the contest now because
Well, that
when
was
Jam
10
said,
years
don't
ago.
forget to ask Justin if he wants to join. I said, hey, I asked him and he said he's going to leave it to the professionals. But if you can see here, Chad says, I win. Facts. So
Chad,
that says to me, Chad is throwing the gauntlet.
oh,
Froggy
no, Chad's gonna
and
throw it hard.
Jam.
Chad's coming with the heat. I know it. So I'm glad
I think
because
that's where my money is.
well, if that's going to be between Jam and Chad. They're going to have to work that out for second place because first place.
Oh, snap. I don't know. I think I put my whole $10 on Chad.
Well, that hurts.
Just so you know.
That hurts.
Well,
Too
ow,
many
sorry,
fighting
Froggy.
words here. Too many fighting words. Stressing me
Okay.
out.
Don't get stressed. Thank you though so much for coming. We really appreciate you. Thank you for all you've done in helping to
Justin.
create Seeker Summit. It's a pleasure doing this with you. It's
Oh
been
no,
really
I
fun.
mean, kudos to you guys. You guys are doing all the planning. I'm just going to be there and show up. So thank you for that. And
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in March.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna drop
later.
him off. Maybe. I don't know. I think it worked. I'm not sure. Oh
went
my
well.
gosh. Kelly, you're so sweet. You do not have to give us money, guys. Okay, so that's a lot of information. And JP was
Yeah.
kind enough to jump in, and Chad was kind enough to throw down and let Froggy and Jam know that they're going to go down in the hot dog eating contest. But so a lot of stuff is going to be coming, guys. And Treasure Pack, you asked about the room block, and we'll get you those. Like I said, we'll get you that data. We're going to have information about merch. We're going to have information about vendors, and people have already started reaching out to me to ask if they could be a vendor, right? And the answer is that we only get so many tables. And if you'd like to be a vendor, please don't hesitate to send me information at comments@treasurehuntwithus.com. And we'll see what we can do to get you a table and stuff like that. There's going to be so many people. We're talking to some amazing sponsors. I mean, come on, a $10,000 to $20,000 in-person treasure hunt. It's going to go that day. Now, you're lucky because I'm not creating this treasure hunt, or you'd be like, we got problems, but at least there would be no poetry. There would be no poetry. I can't make any other guarantees because I'm not the one creating the treasure hunt. And obviously, because it's, this collaboration, I'm not eligible to be in that treasure hunt, but I'm super excited that somebody's going to win that day while we're there.
Now, I must ask you another question there, Emma.
You must, Ash? Okay, please.
I must ask you another question. Do you know, are you allowed to say who's creating this treasure hunt?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I do. No, I do know who's creating it. Obviously, it's a guy called Justin Posey.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if
yeah.
that's the impression I
Yeah.
got. I wasn't sure if that was
Yeah,
official.
obviously. Yeah, he's definitely the one creating it. I also don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know what the logistics of it are going to be.
Right.
It may very well have poetry. That would be, boy, it's sure in alignment with treasure hunting, right? I'm not sure why they go hand in hand.
But
We're
that'd
punishing
be
each other.
great
We're
for
already
anyone
making us hike.
who's into the treasure hunt. I mean, what better experience to come to the event, get a little taste of a nice shorter version of something. Maybe it plays in, maybe it helps you. I don't know.
Well, and Chad is so kind. He threw in $2,000 towards this already too, from Treasure.Quest. You know,
Hoping he likes the shirt. This is I feel like that's something that Chad would be into. A little bit of
well, but I mean, let's talk about the generosity of these hunt creators out there, right? So look, it's like people are always like, what is motivation? There's only one motivation, in my opinion, for somebody to go hide their money out in the world and say, hey guys, come find it. And that motivation is to bring people joy and nature and fun. And in our case, family time. You know, think about when I go hunting, I'm generally with Scott or with Jam.
I'm with my
I
dad most of the time. We're
Yeah.
spending great time out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, how fortunate are we to have these unbelievably generous people out there? But also, like, this is the amount of time that they put into this. The amount, I mean, think about how often we're seeing Chad Bird on video, or he's sitting in a chat room, or the number of times that Justin's done a QA or an interview, or he's sitting in a chat
And
room.
Chad's also designing massive automatic dairy farms. He's still working a full-time job while engaged with it. Justin's launching a whole new business and company out there, and they're being very generous with their time. Yeah.
Eric, if it's making you buy 2 tickets, don't buy anything right now. That means I set it up wrong because I have really pretty blonde hair and I've never created an Eventbrite before. So I'll make sure I go in and I fix it. Please don't buy 2 tickets. It's a single ticket. Okay, guys? But the whole goal, yeah, I will get it fixed before the night's up. But I did my best. I mean, the only other Eventbrite I ever created was for a free event. So I'll get it fixed if you just give me some patience and some grace, because I'm trying my best and I'm just not an IT girl. I'm really trying though. But oh, thank you, Fern. But yeah, so we got a lot coming down the line, and we don't want to keep you guys super late tonight, not just because I'm here and my whole family is up on the rooftop of this house, looking at the skyline of San Antonio, but
You go on the roof.
yeah, it has like a rooftop patio thing with like a pretty incredible view of a skyline.
Yeah.
When I started to realize I needed like 10 hotel rooms for my whole family, I'm like, I'm just going to rent a big house. And I just found this
It's probably the
pretty
best way to
cool,
go.
like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, Scott, you're not getting freed. Go back in the cave. You're done.
Free Scott.
No, I mean, he's about to get cut out of going to Vegas if he doesn't start behaving himself. But hold on, I missed what somebody said up here. Okay, I'm so sorry about that, Eric. And then, yeah, I mean, Chad Bird is killing it. Justin is
Peanut said
killing
she
it.
was able to get one. I bought just one Peanut, so
Hopefully it's just for this single day. We'll make sure that I get it fixed, and so that so it should just be a single price. I don't know why I did it for both days, but I will get it fixed. I don't know how to, but I will definitely get it fixed. Or Jam will be here at midnight tonight. We'll work on it tomorrow. Together, we're gonna get it yeah, up on the rooftop. Click, click, click. Yeah, there you go.
Christmas is over.
I did rent a haunted house. I did rent a haunted house. You think I'm joking? This place is kind of scary.
Well, was there a ghost story to share? Was there?
We could share a story. So no, we're not going to share a story. It's a little
Okay.
embarrassing, but basically, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that I've been dealing with a haunted room. I feel like the room that I'm in is the haunted room, and there was a drawer that just opened on its own, and that was a little terrifying to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and people are just making fun of me and my family, but like I'm watching it happen. Other people in the room, I'm not making it up. It's happening. That's real. But lots of stuff going down. But it's just a huge amount of things happening right now in our world, and there's so much stuff. I'm super excited. How excited are you at the Golden Reed panel for this?
I'm really excited. This spring is just going to be loaded with really cool events, right? We got
Right.
Vegas. You got really some great panels there at TreasureCon, and then that's kind of kicking off this whole season, because now we're going to have interviews coming out, right? Did we cover that, the interview coming out?
Oh my gosh. No, we forgot to talk about how hold on, I forgot the name of it. Hold on. I have it. I have it.
Hot dog love, spicy love.
It's not called Hot Dog Love. What the heck? No, it's called Weird Love. It should be
Close,
released in
close,
February.
close.
But also, another thing that people haven't talked about yet, and I think that they should, Justin's up for another round of book awards.
Let's
And
talk
this
about
one,
those. Let's go over those. That's incredible.
it's pretty cool. It's actually an independent publishing. Oh, hold on. I have actually the details. He's actually nominated in 4 separate
Four.
categories. That's not it, though. Hold on. I'm almost there.
Four.
4 separate categories. And so it's really interesting because the one that I find the most, I mean, they're all compelling and I can understand. So here's what it is. It's the Independent Book Publishers Association has nominated Justin in 4 categories. The first one is nature and environment. The second is sports and recreation. The third is travel. And this one's kind of the best, the best new voice
That one's
nonfiction.
incredible. Best new voice, yeah.
And so each category is going to get 3 finalists that are going to be announced in March, and then in person in May on the 15th at the IBPA's Publishing University in Portland, Oregon, they will announce the winner in each category, and
That could be
that's our
another event.
creator.
Another thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't miss it. Are you going to miss it?
I'm gonna try not to.
I mean, I see another haunted house rented together in our future. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Chad's got something here. Okay, if you are downtown, you definitely will engage with ghosts and spirits. My son and his friends engaged with one, and we saw on the 4th floor of the Hyatt. Stop, Chad. That's terrifying to me. You don't understand.
the
I've already
Alamo.
had so many
It's
experiences.
remember the Alamo. I think if you say remember the Alamo, you should be okay.
3
with
times while looking in a mirror.
Yeah,
Do you think that you'll get Custer comes up on you? No.
Well, unless they're the spirits from the other side. In that case,
I'm telling you, I have. Okay, first of all, this house is a little wild the way it looks, and it's like I wish I could turn this around and show you guys, walk you through it. Like Jim and I talked.
Oh no!
About
Don't
like
read what Kelly said. Don't read that. Don't read it. I'm telling you, don't.
Epic. Okay, people are seeing faces behind him. Stop.
I told you not to read it.
There's nobody
Kelly.
in this room but me.
It's Kelly's fault.
Okay, well, listen, Candy, look at that chat. Real BH is like Candyman. Okay, I did sleep with the lights on. See, Eric, you think you're funny. I did sleep with the lights on, and I still had a really crazy experience. You want to? Okay, I'll tell you this one part. So my son got in at 2:33 last night, and so him and his friend who's in his wedding came, and we got them all organized and kind of packed away in their room and good to go. I go back upstairs, I climb into bed, and I'm laying there, and of course I'm wound up, and like all other women, I turn on Forensics Files because we all go to sleep to murder. It's just what we do. And so I'm laying there, and all of a sudden the room smelled like rotten meat. It was so disgusting. I got out of bed and started looking around. I felt like this place, I mean, like it's got to be like gas or something.
I mean,
he's not here. He didn't get here until this afternoon at 4, but that is a great point. But I'm like looking through this whole house, like, is there like a gas leak or something like that? And it was only in that room where you could smell it. So then I convinced myself, hey, it must be coming from outside. Just go to sleep. You're being stupid.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to have the worst nightmares where I'm pretty sure it was just so horrible and so intense. And like, I had to have the lights on all night. It was horrible.
Someone asked about Portland again. They missed the announcement. They said, sorry, what is in Portland?
Okay, so what's happening is let me see if I hope, okay, so the Independent Book Publishers Association has a university in Portland, and they've nominated Justin in 4 categories for a book award. The first category is nature and environment, because let's be honest, his book's all about nature. It's all about the whole world. I mean, it's all about that. Sports and recreation, I mean, hunting, fishing, hiking, it's all over this place, right? Travel, I mean, pretty much anywhere from the Mississippi this way, including Alaska, but not including Hawaii, which is kind of rude, but we'll leave that alone for another day. You know, it's all part of the travel, right? And then the best new voice for nonfiction. So those 4 categories, 4 categories he's nominated. And look at Casey. It's not haunted. Casey's here. It's haunted. She's as scared as I am. Okay. Yeah. So, but you know, that's a huge thing for him. That
Justin, when he was younger, you know, in school, you know, messing around with, you know, pineapples or his buddy, like ever thought he'd win best new voice? Like that's incredible.
You know what I think? I think that Justin is so gracious and so kind that I suspect he's never thought of himself as somebody who's going to win a competition of any type.
Yeah.
I don't think that he thinks of himself. Sorry, people just walked in my house. I have no clue who they are.
Are they ghosts?
But they're alive. I knew that was coming. I knew you. Okay, but you know, I just think that he is the kind of guy who is like shocked this is happening to him, right? I think that when people, oh my gosh, I hope he wins too. But I think that he comes, like it comes at him and he's just like, oh goodness. Like when we were in Dillon and he was doing his Q&A there, he was like so humble. He's like, oh, you guys don't have to stay, as if a single person was going to get out of those chairs and walk away. And all I could think is, you're insane. Nobody's going anywhere until you're like, okay, bye. No, you can leave now. Bye. And then even when it was over, people finished signing their books. People stayed for a long time. It was just so crazy. They just love to listen to him talk. It's nuts. A Ouija board? No way. I've seen the movies. That's how the devil gets attached to you. I'm not about it.
All right. So we covered Chad's video on One Clue Short.
Yep. The lion's share box on One Clue Short being given away on Thursday.
tomorrow. Tomorrow,
Is
right?
tomorrow Thursday? Yep. Then tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah. We covered JCB's announcement, John's announcement.
Yep.
Which
And we covered.
hey, Justin said that there's an open invitation.
I sent an email. Listen, here's the thing. Before any of this started, Justin reached out to John,
Yeah.
so like, again, talk about graciousness. Justin was like, we need to bring Chad in. Like the whole goal is to bring the whole hunt community together as one,
Yeah, this would be good.
and really have a tremendous opportunity for hunters to be with hunters and talk about hunting or hunt related events and stuff. So, and then of course to hunt together. Like, come on, let's go hunt together. Come treasure hunt with us. We got a couple hundred,
Well,
oh my
it's
gosh,
gonna
a
be
couple thousand.
competitive though, too, right? Like, because I'm gonna win. So
Look at Chad. He's so funny. He's like, we know JCB's here, so JCB, hop on board. I would hope so. Listen, JCB is, I get it. He's just does it a little different than everybody else does it right now, right? And everybody's going to have their own strategies. I get that completely. But I'm going to tell you, after meeting JCB's siblings, I know he's a lot of fun, and I know he wants to
I had a
have
great
fun with
time
us.
meeting them. Yeah, it was a
They
great
were
time.
so fun. Didn't you think they were hilarious? Especially kind of at the end of our meet and greet, and we're all just kind of sitting there hanging out and just talking. It's just like, and they've lived a fantastic life. They've done some crazy fun stuff together. And I think that it would be so fun to have him there and, open it up. Now, I will tell you the one thing that I think might end up, that's happening is that the ticket you purchase through Eventbrite, when you get on location, you're going to have a scan code where you can scan and you can upload your questions to be part of the Q&A for that night. It's not going to happen until that morning. So you want to be thinking about this, boys and girls. Till that morning, you're not going to be able to scan that scan code and add your question. And then the voting is going to happen. And then, of course, Justin may punt, but it's a lot of things like that. And, we've got a lot of really cool stuff coming down the line. It's going to be so much fun. And we're all going to be together. So hold on. Can we trade hot dogs for tequila shots, please? I mean, I can't do tequila shots. I can barely do a beer.
I can't do tequila shots. Maybe Jam can or Chad. I can't.
Oh my gosh. Kelly, Jam is on his way to the haunted house. He's actually, I think, in a plane right now. He might be in an airport. I'm not certain. We won't let him punt.
Oh, there's Jam right
there.
there.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, he's in there. He's in there. Which very soon. 4th trip. Oh gosh, Guga. That's insane. Okay.
Jam got kicked off a plane.
Stop, behave yourself, brah. Okay, so that's a lot of information for tonight, and it's we're cutting bear spray. We will bear spray Scott at this point. I will really get excited. Okay.
And win that too. There he goes.
Chad, wait. Listen, again, my money's on Chad. I'm a really bad drinker. I think the one shot that I can drink not a lot of, but more than like I would normally be able to is Jägermeister. And people are always like, that's so gross. I love Jägermeister.
Wouldn't have figured you for a Jaeger girl. Would not have figured
what
you
would
for
you
a
have
Jaeger
figured
girl.
me for?
Well, that tells a lot. I was gonna say lemon drops or something. I don't know.
Wow. Wow, you just called me so basic. Although lemon drops are delicious, and Casey's in this room, and that is her go-to drink. Kelly, she'll take that trade. Hot dogs for tequila shots. All of a sudden, she's back in the game. And I know I saw Scott talking about. Oh, look at Hooli speaking my love language, Jägermeister, baby. And I saw. Okay, have a great night, Eric. I cannot wait to see who wins that box. But I saw Rose say she's in on a pie eating contest. I don't know that I could eat a lot of pie.
I've always thought like the pie eating contest, isn't it just like whipped cream and you're just smearing whipped cream on your face? Is it real pie?
Is that what a pie eating contest is? I don't know. Pie? I would assume there'd be like some kind of no, there's got to be like some kind of fruit or something in there because like they pull their face back and it's like a big creepy clown smile.
Man, I think eating pie would be worse than eating hot dogs, whole pie.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be sweeter. It's a lot of calories. Both of them are a lot of calories. I don't know. But I just don't know if I can get that. I don't know. Maybe, hey, we'll see. But I don't want to get my face all dirty. But I will be doing commentary the whole time. We have somebody else who'll probably be the MC. Each of the events is going to have a different MC. Like, that's cool. Sadly, you're going to be stuck with my face the whole day because Jam's insistent that I be there. But like, we've talked about this and like Froggy's going to talk to other people who are content creators. We're going to bring some people on who started some new shows. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff, right? And it's going to be a lot of information. And if you're somebody who is thinking about creating content, that, this is going to be an opportunity to take some notes. But if that's not a session you want to read, it's an opportunity to go look for a hunt, I want to see a pie eating contest
Oh, hold
with
on. So
Jotham and do it on
Chad's got a
Cab
video
versus
out.
Jab.
Cab versus Jab.
Oh, want to see a pie eating contest? Watch Jotham and I do it on Cab versus Jab.
I'm gonna have to look
Okay,
that up.
wait, do we have that? Do we have the link for that? If you have the link for that, Chad, and you send it to Huli, she could drop it into the thing. I don't know how to drop links, or else I'd put it in there for you if you sent it to me.
All right,
But
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, I
I've
wanna
never
see
seen
that.
a pie eating contest in person.
Is it
And
on your
well,
YouTube channel? We can go check it out on his YouTube
yeah,
channel.
and Chad, when you did, it was Jotham's channel, I'm pretty sure he's saying. When he was 13, who won, Chad? That's what I'd
Yeah,
love
who
to
won?
know.
Who won?
Yeah. And was it fruit pie, or was it like Froggy said, where it was just a plate of whipped cream? And how do you determine that, like, the plates looked clean and that's when you win? I don't know the answers to these. Correct. Okay. Huli will find it. Who you won? Oh my gosh. But was it fruit, or was it like just like cream? That sounds horrible. Beat me, Froggy. Beat me. Hey, 60 pounds of treasure. We picked our own
We picked
pies.
our own
Okay.
pies. So it was real pie, it sounds like. It
I
sounds like a
wonder
true
which
pie.
would be harder to eat, like a fruit pie or like a creamed pie. I don't know. Blueberry, and you have to eat it no hands. So when we were
Blackberry.
little, Jam and I went to this daycare, and I won a watermelon eating contest. So
Was it like what, a half or a quarter or a whole one?
they did like the quarters, and you had to do 3 of them, and I did all 3 of them, and
You
I was
did
the only
3
girl.
quarters?
And yeah, and I was the only girl. And
So
let's just
Jam has a history of losing, is what I'm hearing. You
no,
hear that,
he
Jam?
didn't do it. You had to be 12, and Jem wasn't 12 yet, because I am the older sister at the end of the day, right? So
got
he wasn't
excited for a
12.
bit.
And so I ate them, but I gotta tell you, what I didn't realize is you could like spit the seeds out. So I hated seeds and all. And as you can imagine, I got so sick afterward. There were so many watermelon seeds everywhere. It was
Oh
disgusting.
man.
I haven't jumped into that eating contest of any type since then. Hold on, Kelly's got to come in here. Okay, you can't use hands. What? What would I do without my hands? Everything I do is with my hands. Well, guys, I know that's a lot for tonight, and we're cutting it a little short of an hour, but thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for Justin to stopping in and talking
Thank
about
you for doing it on your wedding. You got, well, not your wedding, but
and Mike,
you got
I'm
a
not
wedding.
getting married again. Weddings are, listen, can I tell you something? Weddings are expensive.
I know that.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm hemorrhaging everywhere I look. I'm hemorrhaging. But I'm so excited. My kid's getting married. All of my children will be in one location. All of my siblings will be in one location. My mother is here. My in-laws are here. We're going to have such a great time. And my best friend came with me, and she's been super, super supportive. I live a blessed life. I live a very blessed life. Oh my gosh. Rose is starting to prep pies. Okay. I mean, you're going to win this, Rose. I'm maybe good for a few bites of pie. I don't know if I could take that whole pie. I mean, I'll practice. I'll try it, of course. I'm always in for good fun. Will my makeup get ruined? Will my hair get ruined?
Rob says he wants to see lashes stuck in the pie.
Wow, Rob, are you implying these aren't real? Okay, they're not. I'm honest. I'll always tell you what is and isn't real. I'm good for that. Okay. I don't have anything else, Froggy. Do you?
I got nothing else. These I just realized I'm getting a headache.
Well, as always, we really ticket confirmed for Secret Summit. Let's go, Josh. Oh, Josh,
All right,
I'm so glad
Josh.
you're going to be there. Oh my gosh, poor Josh. So he won in our giveaway. He won the Treasure wallet, and
Yeah.
apparently my writing is so bad that it's smeared that they had to send it back to my house. But I was already here, so I can't even go and send it back out to him again. I feel so bad. Oh, you got your back. Look at Kelly's got our back in that contest. But yeah, so we'll get that back out as soon as I get back home. Thank you guys all for coming out. And Froggy, thank you for always being so gracious. And every time Jam abandons me to go get on a plane, you're always willing to just jump in and help out. You're so fantastic.
Anytime.
And we're so grateful. Also, guys, just so you know, Jenny is one of the collaborators on the Seekers Summit. So you're going to see a lot of stuff coming down from her. I am so excited for her panel. She's going to be speaking with the hunt creators, that are like, that are kind of doing, I don't like to call it smaller. They're just doing hunts of different grades all across, like the Hope, we're trying to get the Hope chest out there. Chris, like I said, Michael, Vale, there's a few that we're trying to Treasure Fix. There's so much going on out there. We want to make sure everybody knows what's out there. And so they're able to, like, Hope Chest has been out, I think, for a while now, and I had no clue about it until
I didn't either until you told me. I didn't hear
and
about
I'm
it.
so excited by that hunt. And Barry Johnson was telling me about how excited he is about it.
I
And I'm
like
like,
the way
oh my
it's set
gosh.
up. It seems very interesting.
Oh yeah, super
The 4 different
easy,
points
super fun.
and,
Yeah,
I
and it's
will say
almost
real
like
quick, one thing
Go ahead.
about mysterious writings is that if you're a serious treasure hunter and you're into these hunts you're trying to win, it would behoove you to go into other discords and check it out, because I will say Jenny does a great job at pinning things to the top and organizing stuff. So just if you're looking for more clues, you're looking for something maybe you missed, or you want to see what other people are thinking, check out Mysterious Writings. The Discord's pretty top notch.
Well, and she has a Substack, and it's one of the, like, when we were very, very new, it's one of the first things I paid for, because weekly I get an article that like breaks down everything that's happening in the treasure world. There's so much going on, and every
Yeah, she
week
does a
you're
great job
constantly
writing
getting
it up.
updates of, oh my gosh, hold on. At Froggy, Huli posted the link. You can see what the kind of company you're starting, you're up against.
All right, I'll check it out,
Chad,
Chad. We'll check it
my
out.
money is on you, Chad, all day,
I've
every
been
day. I
practicing.
can't
I
wait.
go to Costco once a week. I get some of their hot dogs, $1.50 hot dog and a soda. Can't
Oh
beat
my
it.
gosh.
And like I said, I'm practicing on the big hot dogs. So when I get to the little ones, it's no problem.
You're so lucky
So,
it's me sitting here and not Jam. The content you would be getting from him is vastly different than what I'm giving you as a ribbing. So, everybody, thank you so much for all the super chats tonight. You guys did not need to do that. Thank you for those of you who watched. We're so sorry it's scattered. We're so sorry that Jam isn't here to be our tech genius. But thank you for watching. We'll be back again next week with additional information. We're 2 weeks out from the birthday party. And for those of you coming, we cannot wait to see you. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
bye. See ya.